Hey, welcome to Gracie Schwarzwald. I'm here with Erkan Mete. We're going through our complete Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Self-Defense Course, and we're focused on striking right now. Again, learning how to strike and learning how to defend strikes are probably the thing you will need most in a self-defense situation, certainly defending strikes. Which means if you want to practice them, you have to actually learn how to strike if you want to practice how to defend strikes. So one of the problems, you know, you learn boxing and everything, and then you get into a street fight, and what happens? You break your hand. Maybe you win the fight, but you bust up your hand, you cut your hand. I think it was Alistair Overeem's brother. Apparently, he got in a fight, cut up his hand, and it got really infected and had to go to the hospital. Cost him a lot of money. Well, maybe not. It was Europe. But if it was in America, it would have cost him a lot of money. So often from a self-defense situation, we're going to want to use maybe open hand, elbows, knees, things that we don't need to condition. Okay? Yeah, we can do this too, but these are going to be a little bit easier in terms of not damaging yourself while you're trying to damage him. Or at least we don't always have to use strikes to damage. We can use it to control distance, or we can use it as a way to kind of slow him down so we can get away maybe. Okay, and this is a great example of that, and that is a slap. Okay, you know, people think it's not that effective, and then I would say go spar the Diaz brothers. It's a very effective, very debilitating. I would almost rather be hit with a fist than a slap because I can recover from the fist quicker. Okay, so how do we do it? The first thing is something I tell people is, what is the physics definition of power? Okay, it's mass times speed. Now, I can't increase the mass of my arm. So the only way I can increase the power is to increase the speed. And if I'm tense, all I'm doing is it's like driving with your brakes on. Okay, I have to take the brakes off. So I need to be as relaxed as possible. So I'm throwing, I'm not like this. I'm relaxed. And this is a great example of that. So he wants to use his whole body. So right now we're going to just kind of build up to it. He's just going to start swinging a little bit here, and then the arm is going to come across. And that's all the slap is. Okay, he's using his whole body. Okay, so a couple details, right? Using the hand, make sure that when he does this, don't lock your arm out. Okay, because you are hitting something and you can put inward tension. So he's going to have a slight downward point on his elbow. So it's not straight like this. Okay, now, what we don't do is, it's like baseball, right? I don't hit at the ball. I hit through the ball. This is the biggest mistake I see when people practice is just kind of slap at the pad and they stop there, right? One of the things that you want to think about this is self-defense is, I'm not doing this necessarily to fight. I'm doing this to escape. So if you want to turn and run, that's great, right? Okay, so you don't want to slap, stay there, and then try to turn and run. When you could get more power and then be able to go. Okay, so he's going to wind up a few times here, here, one more time, and then, yeah. And you can see it can generate a tremendous amount of power, right? Now, obviously, you're not going to sit here and do this, but he can kind of maybe be a little bit nervous, or he can just do this from a straight position. But often, this can be just kind of a nervous situation. Yeah. Here, okay, and then obviously you can run or do whatever. I mean, he could slap me and take me down, boom, here. And these can happen, you know, from a very close. He can tie clinch me here, and then a slap, boom. Because as I tell people, if I tell you to go outside to the parking lot and I tell you to punch the ground, how hard will you punch the ground?
That's hard.
If I tell you to slap the ground, you won't slap it super hard, but you can slap it a lot harder, right? I can come over here, slap that wall, but I'm not going to want to punch it too hard, certainly unless I spend all day conditioning my wrist. And again, we talked about this can fold, right? So one more time on this side. And notice he can just start from here. He's nervous. Exactly. Okay. Notice again, what he's doing is not an arm thing. Just do your arm this time. He's using his whole body, pivoting on his feet here. Okay. And that is our basic slap. You can use this on the ground. You can use this standing. Tell a quick story. I had a student of mine, third group guy, And he was in the combatives tournament in the US, in the Army combatives tournament. The first day is just jiu-jitsu. The second day is pancrase rules. The third day is full MMA. So he's in on the second day, takes the guy down. So pancrase rules, you can open hand, you can kick, but you can't close fist punch. Takes the guy down, gets mount on the guy, and just whoom, slaps him in the face really hard. The guy just immediately, nope, no, I'm done. Tap, tap, I'm out. And I mean, this guy was big and strong and just came from up in the lights, boom, back up to the lights. The guy wanted no more part of that. And I wouldn't either, honestly. So, you know, practice this. This is, again, a way to use striking without necessarily having to condition your fists or worry about damaging your fists.